John Beltran back at Strasburg. We go to the top of the sixth inning, and Strasburg leads Brush 5-2. Brandon Whitehead, the lefty, delivers a strike on a fastball right there to Ken Garcia on the inner half. It's 0-1. Garcia has reached on an error and grounded to second. 0-1 pitch, swung on and fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes. The Indians scored 2 runs in the bottom of the fifth inning as Aaron Schlegel led off with a home run, and then they built upon that home run with another run. 0-2 offering. Curveball is grounded to the second baseman. An easy play for Tommy Moore. Throws to first, and there's 1 down. One down for Dylan Acosta. And he really struggled against Aaron Schlegel. He saw 7 pitches and struck out both times. But he's got the lefty here, and Brandon Whitehead. The wind and offering. And that bounces in. 1 ball and no strikes. The Bay Diggers lost their last Saturday game to Eaton 7-0, then won on Tuesday against Highland 9-4, and yesterday they defeated Lyon 6-2, but they're down to their final 5 outs. 1-0 pitch. Swing, and missing a fastball down the middle at the knees. It's 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch to Dylan Acosta swung on and tapped foul up the third base side towards the Digger dugout. It's 1-2. At 1201 East Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan, Edwards Right Price Market in Flowerland. Stop by and get what you need to refuel on game days at Edwards Right Price Market and Flowerland. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Acosta. In the top of the sixth inning, Strasburg leads 5-2. The pitch, and the curveball is up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Both teams have 5 hits in the game, but Strasburg has 3 more runs. Beat Diggers have left 8 on base. The pitch, curveball is just outside. 3-2 to Acosta. Big plate appearance here for Acosta. 3-2. That is outside. He walked him on a fastball, and Acosta reaches with 1 out in the 6th. That is the 4th walk issued by Strasburg pitching. Here's Gregory Maris. Maris walked, struck out, looking, and walked again. He's 0 for 1. The stretch by Whitehead. Short lead for Acosta first. And the pitch. Fastball is very high. 1 ball and no strikes. The Bay Diggers will have the heart of the order come up one more time, at least one more time in this game. 1-0, low, with another fastball. It's 2-0. Digger dugout starting to get a little bit hyped up over there, realizing this could be a rally that could put them back in the game, if especially if Maris can reach. 2 balls, no strikes. Acosta leads from first. The pitch, and that is low and inside. 3-0. It was 1-2 on Acosta. And now Whitehead has thrown 6 consecutive balls. And Trevor Blake is on deck, and he's had very good plate appearances today. 3-0 pitch, and that's a strike with a fastball in the outer half at the knees. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. In the top of the 6th, Strasburg 5, Brush 2 in Strasburg. The offering. Swung on in line to right center field, and that's going to be a base hit. Acosta's going to get the second. The Beat Diggers have their 6th hit of the game. Here is Trevor Blake. Blake is lined into a double play, walked and scored, and doubled in a run. He is 1 for 2, and head coach Darryl Dodge will have a conversation with his pitcher with a tying run. Trevor Blake, who has a home run this year, at the plate. He had a home run against Yuma earlier this season in Brush. And with a distance of 306 feet down the left field line. It doesn't take much. We saw that with Aaron Schlegel, who belted one in the bottom of the fifth inning. The conversation is broken up. Yeah, the key plate appearance so far was that Dylan Acosta walk. I mean, you're ahead of the ninth place hitter 1 and 2. And that's exactly what happened to Ken Garcia in the fourth inning, ahead of Brandon Whitehead 1 and 2, and he hit him. Then he hit the next batter, then he walked Ryan Bowers with the bases loaded. That's the go-ahead run so far in this game. So Blake inside the batter's box. And the offering. Low and away with a fastball. It's 1-0. You've got some real good hitters coming up after Blake. Not that Blake is not one of those, but they could really build a nice rally if Blake can reach. A 1-0 pitch to the Beat Digger catcher. And he takes a fastball for a strike down the middle, thigh high. And it's 1-1. At second is Acosta. At first is Maris. Brush is down by 3 in the sixth inning. The offering. That is a strike. Another fastball. Same location as 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trevor Blake. The lefty gets a sign from the catcher Swain. And the pitch. That is a called strike 3. Same pitch at the knees. Blake thought it was low, and there's 2 down. Yeah, that was an uncharacteristic plate appearance for Blake. Not a good one at all. He never took the bat off his shoulder. Here's Baez, who was struck out, singled, and grounded to first. He is 1 for 3. He is the tying run. The offering. And he swings and fouls it off to the right. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Baez. The Beat Diggers are trying to get back into this game. They trail 5-2. The stretch. And the offering. And the curveball is up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Your one-stop center for projects around your home, office, or yard is Ackley Building Center at 1402 Mill Street in Brush. That's Ackley Building Center. 1-1. That's a strike right there on the outer half of the knees. The Beat Diggers are not reading that well, at least the last 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 8 strikeouts so far for Strasburg pitching. 7 by Schlegel. 1 by this left-hander Whitehead. Runners take their leads. And the 1-2 swung on and fouled off to the right, and a ball that's not coming down. That's because it's stuck up there on the screen. Count stays at 1-2 to Christian Baez. Acosta at second. Maris at first. The pitch swung on and chopped over the middle. The second baseman Moore backhands it, steps in the back for the force. And the inning is history. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left. 5.5 complete. Strasburg 5, Brush 2 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back at Strasburg. 5-2. Strasburg leads Brush here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gregory Maris begins his 2nd inning of work. The first one didn't go so well, allowing 2 runs, including the solo home run from Aaron Schlegel. They'll face the 9 1-2 hitters, Brandon Whitehead, Galen Miller, and Brian Bowers. As the Indians look for some insurance on their home field. And the Beat Diggers don't come back here. They've got to win one of those 2 games next week, which is going to be tough at home against University or Thursday in Eaton, because if they fall to 2 and 3 in league play, I mean, they can still come back and put together a string of victories. Because they'll have games against Platte Valley and Estes Park. Estes Park is next Saturday. That's a game they should win rather easily. It's a fastball for a strike. I mean, considering the recent history and the struggles the Bobcats have had in trying to establish that program. Whitehead struck out and was hit by a pitch. He's 0 for 1, and that is a strike at the knees, although the Beat Diggers got a break there. It looked like it was framed by Blake, but it was a little bit low. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Brandon Whitehead. Pitch from Mares. Curveball swing and a miss, and Mares struck him out on 3 pitches. And there's one down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Garcia struck out 3 in his 4 innings of work for Maris. That's his first strikeout. Here's Galen Miller, who's walked, lined to left, and was hit by a pitch. He's 0 for 1. Miller's also scored a run. Wide and offering. And he squares the bunt, lays it up the third baseline. Mullen's going to barehand it. He'll throw to first, and that's going to be late. An infield hit for Galen Miller, the 6th hit for Strasburg. There's Brian Bowers, who walked, was hit by a pitch, and walked with the bases loaded to score the go-ahead run. So officially, he's 0 for 0. Let's see if he tries to move the runner over. Righty against lefty. Stretched by Maris. And the pitch. Fastball is just outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Strasburg leads 5-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. The sun has pretty much disappeared, but no threat of any rain or anything in the area. Runner going, great jump. Low and inside, throw to second, and forget about that one. It bounces in by Whaler, backed up by Cohen. An easy stolen base by Galen Miller. 2 balls and no strikes. The Bay Diggers scored their runs in the 3rd and 4th innings. Strasburg with a run in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. They've scored in every inning but the 2nd. The pitch. Strike with a fastball in the outside corner at the knees. It's 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike to Brian Bowers, the center fielder for the Indians. Miller leads off of second. And the offering. The curveball is up and away. Ball 3, strike 1. At 502 Ensign in downtown Fort Morgan, the place to shop for all of your appliance needs is B&B Appliance, a member of the Brand Source retail program. And the 3-1 to Bowers. Swung on and lifted into shallow right center field. That one could be trouble, but Acosta comes on and makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Back to second is Miller. Got a nice jump on that baseball. 2 down for Patrick Swain, who sacrificed, doubled, and popped the righties 1 for 2. And Bauer swung at a pitch that was up in the zone. If not, he could have walked there, but he felt that was a hittable pitch, which it certainly was hittable, but just not where he wanted it. The Indians, with the exception of the 2nd inning, have been solid defensively. They committed 3 errors in that inning. Runner going to 3rd, and that's taken for a strike. The throw to 3rd for a Mullen tag, and he's safe. Miller with his 2nd stolen base. No balls and 1 strike on Patrick Swain. Perfect throw by Blake, but again, a good jump by Galen Miller. Ayers will wind up with a runner at 3rd. Fastball, a strike on the outer half thigh high. It's 0-2. Yeah, got to keep this at 5-2 at this point. Of course, could have said that last inning. Got to keep it at 3-2. The 0-2 offering. Curveball off the glove of Blake all the way to the screen, and scoring easily on the slide is Galen Miller. And it's now a 6-2 Strasburg lead. We'll call that a pass ball. He tried to backhand it, I should say, and it looked like he should have made that catch. 1-2 now on Swain. And the Bee Diggers have made too many mistakes on the hill. 3-hit batsman. Ayers did not have a good 5th inning. Not even right there. The battery made Blake, who's been very good all game, let that one get away. And that's low and away on the breaking ball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the 3rd place hitter in the Strasburg lineup, Patrick Swain. Blake lays down the side of the pitch. He bounces it in there to the backstop. It's 3-2. See if Maris is going to get the call on Tuesday against University. Despite that 2-run fifth inning, he threw just 16 pitches. 3-2 pitch. Low. Walked him. Hey, that just doesn't help the pitch count, obviously. And he's thrown 15 pitches at this inning. And now he's going to contend with Aaron Schlegel, who's got an RBI in each plate appearance. 2 groundouts and a home run. He's 1 for 3. Ken Garcia and Aaron Schlegel are the pitchers of record here. 2 outs in the 6th. Strasburg leads 6-2. Maris delivers. Curveball. Did he wave at it? And the answer is, as they check with the field umpire, no, it's 1-0. Yeah, it was an 0-2 count to Swain, and now Maris has thrown 5 consecutive balls, clearly frustrated by that 6-run scoring in this game. The 1-0 pitch, that's a strike, a nice fastball down the middle of the knees. It's 1-1. That extends the Strasburg string of scoring now in 4 consecutive innings. They haven't had a huge inning, but the Baydiggers haven't had any big innings. They're down by 4 runs. Throw back to first, and back in diving. Close play is diving back in as Swain over there. Or check that. Yeah, it is Swain. 1-1 to Schlegel. Maris from the stretch. Maris nods the pitch. Curveball is popped up on the right side, drifting into foul territory. The first baseman Garcia is under it and makes the catch. And the inning is over. However, a run on a base hit. No errors and a man left. Attended the 7th inning. Strasburg 6, Brush 2 on 1010 KSLR and KSLR.com.